I'm Celeste, and I'm the co-founder of the Somatica Institute of Sex and Relationship Coaching. I'm here to talk to you about a little bit today about my personal experience around relationships, because so much of what we teach in the Somatica training is about being vulnerable, and I think a lot of teachers sort of pretend that they have it all together, and we don't do that. We don't believe in it because no one has it all together. So I want to tell you a little bit about my experience of having insecure attachment or attachment trauma in my childhood and how that impacted my relationships and how it's transformed over time and is still not perfect. But throughout all of that time, I've also been able to have amazing, fun, sexy, exciting relationships. And I've also had a lot of challenge and emotion and fear come up for me in relationship. But I feel like it's important for me to share with you that even though it's, it's been a crazy ride. And I think when I was younger, my insecure attachment really ran my life. And in some ways, I think what I say is I threw my little girl under the bus in order to be loved. Like, I just thought, I just need to be loved at all costs, and I wouldn't take care of her needs in the experience, and I would put her needs aside. And I think about 2 years ago, I decided I wasn't going to do that anymore, which again, doesn't mean I never put myself aside, but way, way less than I ever have. So the last 2 years for me have been about taking a break from being in one primary relationship and refocusing on myself. And this is the first time I would go from relationship to relationship to relationship because I was so afraid of being alone. I was so afraid of being left. I would preemptively strike so that I could leave somebody before they left me, because I never wanted to feel that feeling of being abandoned again. I had amazing, loving parents. They thought I was the most beautiful, brilliant creature in the world. And then one after the other, they left for different reasons. I took that very personally. I thought it was about me because that's what kids do. And so I started to cling to relationships and then reject them so that I would not get hurt in that way again. And the process of creating the method of Somatica and then working with my clients and working with myself and teaching it and reminding myself over and over and over again, Celeste, you do not have to follow your triggers. You do not have to run away when you're scared. You can try new things and experiment and find the best life for you. Reminding myself over and over and over again that that was the case, what has made my life so much better. And I think for the first time in my life, I'm able to feel love with so much less terror. Love and terror used to be sitting on top of each other in my nervous system. And I have been able to slowly disconnect them by being able to watch my triggers and have a mindful eye when I get scared and vulnerably tell people I'm terrified right now in a way that I could never do that before. I'd be like, you're doing it wrong and I hate you and I'm breaking up with you. I'd just throw my huge tantrum, which I'm sure many people can relate to. And it was just fear. And now I am able to slow down in those moments, and doing this work and teaching this work is what's made that possible. I'm excited to share those skills and tools with everyone because it's made my life so much better. And I also want you to know that it's not perfect. I still get scared in relationship, but I sit with my little girl now and I say, hey, I'm not throwing you under the bus ever again. In our Somatica training, in the first module, we talk a lot about attachment and working with the inner child. In the fourth module, we talk about repair and how to map our triggers and share our feelings vulnerably so that we don't just explode and freak out on people. And a lot of that has been shaped through actual experiences of ourselves and our clients, going through the process of transformation and coming out with so much more empowerment and agency in relationships. That's my invitation to you to learn some of those skills around intimacy. Thank you so much for hearing me today and seeing me. It's very vulnerable to share this. And if you want more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you soon.